And good afternoon. Students with the San Diego Unified School District will not have to get the COVID-19 vaccine. This morning, a judge ruled against the district's mandate, saying it violates state law. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Atkinson. Today was the deadline for students to get their shots to attend in-person classes next month. Our ABC 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco is live at the district offices with what happens next. Rachel.
Hi, Steve. The judge called the vaccine mandate necessary and rational. He praised the district for trying to protect the students, but ultimately he said he had no choice but to rule against it. The start of the holiday break brings early celebration for parents like Melissa Grace.
I had tears in my eyes. I was just like that, over the moon is how I would describe that.
Her reaction to a judge's ruling Monday that San Diego Unified School District does not have the authority to mandate the COVID-19 vaccine for students.
The school district has no business in making decisions for my daughter's health and my daughter's wellness.
The judge called the district's mandate commendable in trying to protect students, but ultimately ruled it conflicts with state law. Under California law, any child that has had the 10 required vaccines listed by the health department can participate in in-person learning. The current list does not offer a personal exemption, but the law also says any new vaccines added to that list by anyone other than the legislature must include the personal belief exemption.
I am overjoyed. We knew that our legal argument was strong, and we brought this case on behalf of thousands of concerned parents and families, and to hear the judge say that no student should be coerced into taking this vaccine was just really a wonderful thing to hear.
Sharon McKeeman is the founder of Let Them Choose and Let Them Breathe. She says they filed the lawsuit on behalf of some 30,000 families who want their kids to have a choice.
We really have to hold the line with LA and San Diego. They're the largest and the first in the country, to try to exclude kids from their education over this vaccine.
The district's mandate required students 16 and older be vaccinated by today, or they'd have to be enrolled in virtual learning. The mandate allowed medical exemptions, but not personal belief. Grace pulled her daughter out of school when the mandate was first announced. She hasn't decided if she'll return.
As long as they're having these additional testing requirements and still requiring them to wear face coverings, again, I think it's my choice to decide what's best for my daughter.
The school board had no comment on today's ruling, but in just the last few minutes, the attorney for the district sent out a statement. It says in part that the district is disappointed that the judge concluded only the state can act regarding vaccinations, even though the law specifically allows and encourages local vaccination programs. He goes on to say that the district is considering its options. Reporting live in University Heights, Rachel Bianco, ABC 10 News.
Rachel, thank you. And while that was going on, Omicron became the dominant COVID variant here in the U.S., accounting for nearly 3/4 of all cases. It comes as we see a surge of COVID cases nationwide. The U.S. is averaging more than 125,000 new infections per day. And as the cases are up 96% since October, nurses say hospitals are getting overwhelmed once again.
Here we are in the middle of a fourth surge in the holidays. I am very concerned. We are burnt out. We are tired and we are disheartened.
You can tell, too. President Biden plans to announce new steps to increase access to COVID vaccines and tests during a speech tomorrow. He is not expected to endorse new restrictions. Omicron, of course, is a major concern here in San Diego County as well. In fact, demand for COVID testing has increased at both our walk-up and drive-up locations all across the county. Our ABC 10 News reporter John Horn has more.
From people walking up and waiting in line here at the City Heights Recreation Center to the line of cars extending up the driveway here at Kaiser and La Mesa, San Diegans are getting their COVID tests in time for the holidays.
Holidays, travel, family.
Shane Johnson waited an hour outside the City Heights Rec Center Monday for a COVID test ahead of a trip to the Midwest to see his folks.
No, just trying to stay ahead of it, make sure that I'm doing the right thing for my family.
While 77% of eligible county residents are fully vaccinated, Johnson included, health officials are warning of a holiday surge given that people are gathering indoors. That's led to an increase in demand for testing, with an average of about 20,000 per day last week.
So by testing, you're actually protecting your loved ones, especially in family gathering.
Dr. William Sang of Kaiser Permanente noted a full dose of the original COVID vaccines remains highly effective against the Delta variant. But for Omicron, a highly mutated form of the virus, Sang says it takes getting the booster for the needed immunity for the body to attack the familiar parts of the virus.
80% remains the same. So what we're doing is we're overwhelming the virus by attacking the other 80%.
Sang says health officials are assuming increased transmission, meaning an increase in hospitalizations. But he says it should be nowhere near last year, when ICU available capacity dropped to 0% because treatments have improved. John Horn, ABC 10 News.
And the county does have multiple testing sites open. We have a link to the list on our website. Just go to 10news.com and click on coronavirus. This week is expected to be one of the busiest for air travel since the pandemic began, despite all the surges. But travelers, they are facing those long lists of possible complications, including the rising COVID infection rates, unruly passengers, weather, and other delays. Our ABC 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena explains what you should know before heading out this holiday season.
The week leading up to Christmas weekend is expected to be a busy one for airlines. United alone says they'll have double the amount of passengers from this time last year, nearly back to pre-pandemic levels.
And we're expecting this to continue throughout this week and even into the new year as people, return home from Christmas and then head out for the New Year's holidays.
United spokesperson Nicole Carrier says passengers need to remember mask mandates are still very much in place, no matter where you're coming or going from.
Make sure you pack your mask with you. It is required on board the aircraft and in all indoor airport spaces.
Unlike at the beginning of the pandemic, many flights will be fully booked. That means overhead bin space could be limited. So airlines are advising people to consider checking as many items as possible. This holiday season, United is also trying to make accommodations for some people with tight connecting flights, delaying takeoff by a few minutes in some instances.
Over the Thanksgiving holiday, this tool helped more than 20,000 people make those tight connections, and we're hopeful it'll definitely help some folks keep those connections, keep their plans on track for Christmas and New Year's.
And as for the uptick in incidents with unruly passengers recently, airlines are asking everyone traveling to please be patient and respectful so everyone can get to where they're going as quickly as possible.
Some of us have not seen our friends and family in nearly 2 years, so it's important for us to just be friendly, be courteous, and just really make sure that we're all have the same goal in mind.
Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.
And although some airlines have vaccination requirements in place for their employees, their passengers, they aren't required to show proof of vaccination to fly domestically. All right, speaking of holiday travel, a lot of people are concerned about what to expect here at home or if they're going on the road. Here's Angelica with an update on your forecast.
Steve, a busy week. A lot of people are coming into town, going into town. So I'm going to show you what's happening across the nation and how that could potentially impact our region as well. Starting with the East Coast, the Southeast is getting ready for a low pressure that's now developing. It's going to dump a lot of rain across Florida, most likely leading to delays tomorrow. And there is always that domino effect that eventually impacts everyone else. The problem with this system is that it's going to move all the way up north, eventually creating issues for much of the Northeast. By the time it gets to the Northeast, it's going to turn into a winter system with a wintry mix and snow. Now you can see here in the plains, it's nice and clear. Then we get to the West Coast and clouds are already building. It is going to be unsettled for the last part of this week, which means as we get closer to Christmas, it is most likely going to be raining. And as we get a little bit closer here, you can see in our future cast, Wednesday will be unsettled on the East Coast and the West Coast. Both storms, one moving north, the other one moving south, making its way towards San Diego. We could start to see some rain most likely Wednesday, with rain picking up on Thursday and Friday. We could also look at snow levels dropping Friday night. We'll get to all the details in our 7-day forecast.
A lot to look at there. Angelica, thank you. A 6.2 magnitude earthquake struck Northern California just this afternoon. This happened just after noon off the coast of Eureka. That's about 300 miles northwest of Sacramento. There were reports of moderate to strong shaking all over the region. Since the initial quake, there have been several aftershocks, we're told. The National Weather Service in the Bay Area tweeted that a tsunami was not expected as a result of the quake. There were pictures and videos on social media of some of the damage, but no reports of any injuries. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin continues to defend his decision not to support President Biden's Build Back Better plan. Over the weekend, Manchin said he is a no vote on the spending measure. He had expressed concerns about some of the provisions and the price tag. Well, today, Manchin said the Biden administration is partly at fault over the handling of negotiations.
I'm not blaming anybody. I knew where they were, and I knew what they could and could not do. They just never realized it because they figure, surely to God we can move one person. Surely we can badger and beat one person up. Surely we can get enough protesters to make that person uncomfortable enough. They'll just say, okay, I'll vote for anything, just quit. Well, guess what? I'm from West Virginia. I'm not from where they're from, and they can just beat the living crap out of people and think they'll be submissive.
The nearly $2 trillion package needs full support from the Democratic Party to get through the Senate. And the Pentagon issues new rules aimed at stopping what they say is the rise of extremism in the military. The policy comes nearly a year after some current and former service members participated in the Capitol riot. Defense officials say fewer than 100 military members were known to be involved in extremist activity over the past year, but they say that number could rise. The rules lay out banned activities and explain how commanders will determine what's considered an extremist activity. Officials say that new policy doesn't largely change what is prohibited, but makes clear what troops can and cannot do. A big push to get more local college students the booster shot. The competition at UC San Diego for a good cause. Stay with us. UC San Diego is issuing a challenge to students to try to get more of them to get their COVID-19 booster shots. Our ABC 10 News anchor Mary McKenzie explains why the challenge is for a good cause.
In an effort to get more students boosted for COVID-19, they are in the midst of a challenge here on UC San Diego's campus, despite the fact that the winter break has already begun for students.
My goal would be every student who is able to and is eligible gets a booster.
They're working toward that goal using a little friendly competition between the undergrads and the graduate students to see which group has the higher percentage of students getting their booster shots. They're boosting out for basic needs, the Chancellors Challenge, which means that for every 10,000 students who get their boosters, the Chancellor will donate $50,000 for the Basic Needs Hub on campus, which helps students and others facing food insecurity. It's competition for a good cause to keep case rates and test positivity rates low here on campus, even as concerns about Omicron are weighing on students' minds as they enter winter break.
I've just been really encouraged by the overwhelming positive response from grad students around the entire COVID time to keep the campus safe, and you can see that reflected in the numbers.
The latest numbers they just got while we were inside puts them over 9,000 students who've received their COVID booster since December 1st. They hope to be over the 10,000 threshold by January 1st. Mary McKenzie, ABC 10 News.
Moderna says a larger dose of its booster significantly increases antibody levels against Omicron. The drug company said its 50 microgram booster dose increased antibody levels 37-fold. It adds that a 100 microgram dose increased levels 83-fold. That was compared to levels before getting the booster. Moderna says U.S. public health officials must decide whether the booster shot should be administered in a larger dose. Los Angeles' New Year's Eve celebration is now moving online. The organizers say it's because of the rise in COVID cases there in L.A. County. The event will still take place in downtown L.A.'s Grant Park, but will not have an in-person audience. The invite-only audience was going to include frontline workers and first responders. It will now be streamed, just as it was last year. A fire broke out in an apartment in North Park today, and the homeowner's pet may have caused that fire. It happened around noon on Park Boulevard. Crews saw smoke coming out of a two-story complex, so they went inside. They got the fire out in just a few minutes. That fire department is now trying to determine the cause, but say a cat may be to blame.
Some reports that are unconfirmed at this point, and again, they are only unconfirmed reports, that a pet, possibly a cat, may have actually turned on a kitchen stove burner, which then caused the fire. The person who lives in the unit says that her cats have played in the kitchen before, and it's possible that that's what's happened.
And It could be dangerous. Firefighters had to revive 2 of the cats inside. They were taken to the vet. Luckily, nobody was injured. The state of California is suing Walmart over claims it illegally disposed of hazardous waste. The suit alleges that Walmart violated California's environmental laws and regulations by putting hazardous waste products at local landfills that are not equipped or authorized to receive that type of waste. The California Department of Justice estimates the company unlawfully disposes 159,000 pounds or more than 1 million items of hazardous waste each year. Walmart has responded, calling this unjustified, and says past audits prove it is following the right procedures. San Diego County has also joined that lawsuit.
This 10 News Pinpoint Weather Report is sponsored by Anderson Plumbing, Heating and Air. Nobody wows clients like we do.
All right, here we are Monday before Christmas. Kind of a little bit of a cloudy day. At times we had some sun, but a lot of people are concerned about what's going to happen as they begin to head out the door.
That's right. Everyone wants rain until it gets in the way of the holidays
right.
and your plans and your destination. So it's going to be a tough timing here because most likely it'll start later in the week, Thursday, Friday into Saturday. So that takes us right into Christmas with a chance of rain and snow in our mountains. The temperature's at 59 degrees. We kind of started to see those clouds this afternoon slowly make their way back, and you can see those clouds in place right now. So mostly cloudy. Looking at the temperatures across the area, about the same as yesterday, a little bit cooler in a couple of places like Kearney Mesa, La Jolla, and even St.